Tesla is rolling out free full self-driving for everyone right now. Don't worry, Hardware 3 owners. There's some good news in here for you that you need to know. Plus, Tesla is quietly rolling out their new holiday update, which means new features are coming to your car very soon, maybe secretly overnight. So yes, CarPlay is coming. But first, let me start with some good news and bad news on the Model Y, as we are finally now getting a new 7-seat version of the Model Y. Bad news, though, is it's not exactly what we want. We've got some all-new EU regulatory information coming through the public pipeline that confirms that Tesla is going to be imminently releasing a new 7-seat version of the premium all-wheel drive Model Y, which on one hand, this isn't shocking information because we knew it was coming. Tesla had even confirmed when the refresh happened way in the beginning of the year that yes, a 7-seat version was coming. But the bad part about this is that it looks by all accounts that this is going to be the same 7-seat version that we had with the pre-refresh Juniper Model Y, where basically you are getting a 7-seat configuration, but those 2 seats in the back are really small, they cut into your trunk space, and they're not all that usable unless you've got small children. Basically, they're just cramming 2 more seats into the existing chassis of Model Y Juniper. Now, what many of us would much rather have is the option of the Model YL in other parts of the world that aren't China, because this not only would give you a longer, more luxurious version of the Y, but this would give you way more usability of a 6-seat and 7-seat configuration of the Model Y. Having that longer wheelbase not only could give you more range, but also you would have more usability of those rear seats. Plus, with the Model YL being a 6-seat version and this being 7-seat, you could actually configure like the X, a 6-seat version, a 7-seat, or maybe a 5-seat version if you wanted even more range and more space with that longer wheelbase. I don't know why Tesla is so adamant about the fact that the Model Y only deserves to be in the Chinese market. By all accounts, everything we've seen, it's selling incredibly well, so you think someone at Tesla would take the hint. But as of now, the good news is that 7-seater is rolling out, likely in Europe first and then other parts of the world, but don't expect those 2 rear seats to be working any miracles if you actually want to use them and you're bigger than like 10 years old. But on the bright side, Tesla is making good on some promises, and they are continuing to do some nice things for their owners. For example, we had heard that full self-driving gifting would be a thing, and yes, you can now gift a full self-driving subscription to someone. Maybe I'll do that like for maybe like one of my holiday videos. I'll gift like, I don't know, 5 subscriptions or something. Stay tuned for that. But you can now gift full self-driving. Plus, if you order anything from the Tesla shop, you can now pay $5 and have it gift wrapped and put in a gift bag if you're giving a Tesla fan something for Christmas from the Tesla shop and you don't want to do it yourself. $5 isn't too bad, all things considered. Something else that is flying way under the radar but might actually become a pretty big deal over the next couple of weeks and months is Tesla doing their own rentals and actually doing a pretty good job with them. So now in multiple locations across, starting in the US, you can rent any Tesla in the lineup. Prices vary from $60 for a 3 or a Y up to $90 for an S or an X. And you get a lot for that price. You get unlimited miles, free supercharging, free FSD, up to 7 days. And if you purchase within the sort of rental window, they'll give you a $250 discount you can put towards the new Tesla you're buying. I will say that for everybody who likes renting Teslas, if you wanted to try it out, this is actually a pretty interesting way to go. I've tried Turo rentals before, and it can be very hit or miss. Trying to rent an EV from one of the big like rental companies is also very hit or miss. So going directly from Tesla might not be all that of a bad idea. Plus, if you wanted to actually like really try to live with the car for a while and you don't want to do just a 48-hour demo drive or a 1-hour demo drive, this might be the way to go. Plus, the $250 you get as a discount could really offset the cost of that rental if you go through with the purchase. So again, just something to kind of keep in mind, and hopefully Tesla expands this in more locations. And we are beginning to get our first signs of full self-driving unsupervised. There's some new map data rolling out in one of the latest updates that seems to show the Bay Area and different parts of the Bay Area sort of circled off here and labeled for unsupervised FSD. And as 2025 comes to a close, obviously the good news here is that Tesla isn't standing still. They obviously, and I'll get to it in a moment, they've got big plans for 2026, but they're also implementing a lot of these things that we want ASAP. CarPlay coming in the holiday update, the full self-driving free trial is rolling out ASAP. Like as you're watching this video, that's all great to see. So if Tesla is not standing still, why are you waiting for the new year to make a New Year's resolution? For example, when it comes to the wild, ever-changing world of AI, things are changing so fast that if you wait a couple of weeks, you're already gonna be behind. Luckily, you don't have to wait, thanks to my friends over at Outscale, because they have got a 2-day AI mastermind happening this weekend that'll literally take you from AI rookie to AI pro. And the good news here is that while there's usually sort of a $395 fee to join this and attend, they've got a special holiday deal going on right now that cuts that price down to a whopping $0. So yes, it is free. Over 10 million people around the world in all different types of industries have attended this live experience where you're learning not just from pros in the space, but pros who work for the big players in this space like Microsoft and NVIDIA. You're learning everything from how to use AI tools to basically simplify your daily life and tasks, building AI agents to automate workflows, learning how you can use AI agents and connect them to things like Notion and CRMs, and even how to use AI in your existing job to sort of make yourself stand out in your career, or also how you could use AI to maybe start up a new career or a new side hustle and make some money thanks to these amazing tools you now know how to use to your advantage. There's also $5,000 worth of freebies coming your way just by attending both days. Things like a prompt Bible, roadmap to AI monetization, and a personalized AI toolkit builder. If you want to check this out again, you have got nothing to lose and everything to gain. It is free, happening this weekend, so scan the QR code on screen or hit the link down below to reserve your seat. They're going fast and seats are limited, so sign up and get your spot reserved right now. And of course, speaking of full self-driving, one of the big stories of the last couple of days is that there is now a free trial of full self-driving. Like I've been saying, and people thought I was making crazy stuff up, but I was right for once. There we go. There is now a free full self-driving trial rolling out to everybody for the holidays. And there is some kind of good news and bad news and surprising info here you need to know. So let me kind of tell you really quickly here the bullet points of who gets this, how you get it, and when it expires. So the eligibility requirements here are pretty simple. You just have to have a hardware 4 vehicle that can get the 14.2 update, which is any modern Tesla, SX 3-wire Cybertruck, and you've got to be in the US, Puerto Rico, Mexico, or Canada. And then basically you don't have to do anything. As soon as your car downloads the update, the trial begins. So there is no way to pause the trial until you're ready. There is no way to not do the trial. If you're paying for it already, whether you've bought full self-driving or you subscribe to it, Tesla's not going to give you anything for it. It's either a use it or lose it kind of thing. And that's basically what it is. So the good news here is that you're just going to get a pop-up and just try it. It's not going to cost you anything. And what's also I find incredibly fascinating about this is even in the frequently asked questions, there's nothing about when this expires. Now, Tesla calls it a trial, but in the past, we've seen like it called a 30-day trial or, X amount of days trial, and they were giving people back 1 month subscriptions because they were only doing it for a month. This doesn't stack, and there's also no stipulation as to when this ends. So we don't really know when this full self-driving trial ends. Maybe it's for the holidays, so maybe it's through the end of the year. Maybe it's an indefinite thing. Maybe there's ways to keep it. I have no idea, but I find it incredibly interesting that there is no end date to this complimentary trial. You basically get it, it automatically turns on, and that is that. And I will actually show you here really quick if I can pull it up, that people are actually already getting the notifications on their phone. And that notification, if I can find it really quickly here, sorry, as I do this live, is going to look something like this. and this guy got it here. He got the update, and then it pops up on your phone saying, hey, you're getting FSD for free, and you get a free trial. So be on the lookout for that if you've got a hardware 4 vehicle. And then we got some bad news for hardware 3. What does this mean if you have a hardware 3 Tesla? Well, the bad news here is that you're not gonna get anything. Tesla is only giving away a free trial of version 14 of full self-driving because this is the latest and greatest. So you have to have a hardware 4 vehicle because that's only what's capable of getting version 14. So you don't get anything. You're not like getting, even though your car is FSD capable, you're not getting another version of this for free. Tesla isn't giving any kind of promotional credit in exchange. You're not getting anything. So on one hand, it kind of sucks. Hardware 3 owners are totally left in the dark on this and you get nothing. But there is a sliver of hope that maybe that might be about to change in the not too distant future. Just over the last few days, there has been some update in Tesla's service documentation referring to a hardware upgrade from hardware 3 to hardware 4 for a new full self-driving computer, which might just mean a hardware 4 retrofit is actually going to come. Now, we had heard a while ago from Tesla that they were going to offer a path from hardware 3 to hardware 4 for owners who had paid outright for full self-driving, but then Tesla got really wishy-washy on it, and they kind of said, maybe it would happen, maybe not, we don't really know how we're going to do it. But now, given the fact that Tesla is heavily pushing full self-driving 14 that requires hardware 4, and given the fact now that hardware 5 hardware 5 or AI 5, whatever Tesla calls it these days, is now delayed into 2027, maybe now Tesla is taking a retrofittable path more seriously, and they might actually start to give you an option to retrofit your car with newer hardware, whether this is a free thing or a paid thing, depending on if you own FSD or not. Now, the complexities of this are to be determined because it's not just like a simple computer swap. There are different cameras, there are more cameras with hardware 4, different harnessing, different wires. I'm not exactly sure how Tesla does this, but this at least is the first positive sign we've gotten in a long time, if ever, that this might actually be possible. So for hardware 3 owners, all hope is not lost. There might actually be a path here for you to swap your older computer with the new one, and presumably they'd also give you the AMD chip over the Intel chip as well, so maybe some good things coming your way. I'll keep you updated if and when we learn more about this. And then, of course, last but certainly not least, we are all chomping at the bits to get our hands on the holiday update. This is the one that has AirPlay inside, and CarPlay is rumored, and hi-fi audio, and lots of other visual changes and things like that. Now, the good news here is that Tesla is rolling out the base version of this right now. In fact, I think I saw a stat recently that 50% of the vehicles in the Tesla fleet are on the software needed for the holiday update. So basically, the transition to the holiday update should be pretty quick. In fact, there actually might be some features in here that Tesla can just turn on remotely that wouldn't even require an update, which could be a kind of cool holiday surprise, especially given all the cool things that are in here. And of course, current rumors say CarPlay, high-fidelity audio, new visuals, all those things should be coming. And typically how Tesla does their holiday update is they do it around the Christmas time. Usually it's early to mid-December. So over the next couple of weeks, basically around right now, we should be getting the holiday update, which should be bringing us a lot of really cool features. And of course, when we officially get that, I'll be making videos on it and show you how to use all the stuff. Hopefully CarPlay is in fact here. But as of now, Tesla is quietly laying the groundwork for a holiday update release that should be happening pretty soon. So stay tuned rather for that happening over the next couple of days. Also, just want to add, if you made it to this part of the video, hi. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry I've been blabbering on for so long, but let me make it worth your while. There are a couple of Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals I do want to mention really quickly here, plus Amazon gift card coming your way in 3, 2, 1. Just kidding. Keep your eyes peeled out for it. I'm going to have it somewhere hidden in the next minute or so, but I'll keep this super quick. My friends at Drive Protected, your number one place for DIY PPF. They've got an amazing set of sales going on right now, including a free giveaway where you can earn your purchase back, plus some other goodies like a Tesla gift card. Links to that down below, and the best PPF you will find on the market. Also, my friends over at 3W Liners have some amazing deals going on for their floor mats. I think it's like 35% off with my special link that, again, you will find down below. Also, Tesla emblems. They sent me over some new stuff that I love. They have charge port wraps. They have key card wraps. They have ways to like 3D emblemize your vehicle and like give it a real cool kind of pop of customization, plus a bunch of other cool things, key card wraps, emblem wraps, de-emblem kits, so much more. They've also got a special sale going on for the next couple of days where you can save extra with my special coupon code that I will have on screen and down below. There's also, of course, your one-stop shop for the best Tesla accessories on the internet. That is over at TPARTS. My code Robert10 is going to get you 10% off every single thing on their site-wide, so you can always go there to save on some cool accessories. And then, of course, Sentry Pro. If you're looking for peace of mind this holiday season when your car is left unattended, Sentry Pro is going to give you live, real-time alerts anytime Sentry mode goes off, and also is going to put your car on the offensive to kind of fight back against some bad guys. You can try it for free at the link down below, and works on iOS or Android, and also works on every single Tesla in the lineup. Also, thanks again to Outskill for the support of the channel. If you want to check out the AI Mastermind happening this weekend, scan the QR code on screen or hit that link down below. This channel would not be made possible without these companies and these awesome just contributors in the community, so big thanks to them, and also big thanks to you guys for watching and supporting, and congrats to whoever got that Amazon gift card. All right, guys, so what are your thoughts on the Tesla news of the week? Your thoughts on free FSD, your thoughts on free upgrades, your thoughts on all the different things happening right now in the Tesla world, please drop a comment down below and let me know. Appreciate you guys as always for watching. Thank you so much. I am Robert Rosenfeld, and I'll see ya in the next one.